Louie C. the Mayor checking in. What is going on, my people? Listen, a lot of big things happen over the weekend. On Sunday, we usually pipe down, but on Sunday, news, ain't no telling when news come out. So when that news hit, that they open up the whole city for tourism on June 1st, we didn't expect for that to come in on the Sunday, but it did. We had to drop what we was doing and get to the business. So we got a lot of stuff to talk about. First of all, I want to give a big shout out to FloridaKeysInjury.com. If you need a lawyer because you got in a car accident, you got hit on your moped or bicycle, FloridaKeysInjury.com going to take care of you and make sure that you are completely 1,000,000% satisfied with everything that you're entitled to. Them boys are local, 302 Southern Street. And big news coming out of Dr. Burrows. He'll be on the program Friday. Advanced Urgent Care Key West Marathon in Key Largo. So there's a lot of things going on because right now, we're going to get into the program. It's not if we're going to have more cases of COVID-19, it is when, it's just what it is. So basically, ain't no need to panic. We're going to talk about some things. On today's show, I got my man Anthony Collazo, Collazo. How you doing, sir? How's everything going?
I am blessed. I couldn't complain about anything.
Okay.
It's just another day in paradise. Less people, but it's definitely another day in paradise.
Okay, so why don't you tell the people real quick a little bit about yourself so they know what's going on. And before we do that, please turn notifications on right here. Hit notifications and subscribe right here to YouTube so you can know what's really going on the Louie C. the Mayor podcast, 645. We keep it blood raw on here.
Well, my name is Anthony Collazo. I was born in Puerto Rico, raised in Brooklyn, New York. After Brooklyn, New York, I resided in Massachusetts, Springfield, Massachusetts, and then from Mass, I moved down here.
Okay, so let me ask you this: living in Mass and now compared to living in good old Paradise, how do you compare both of them?
Well, there really is no comparison. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the city and town where I came from. Springfield, Mass. is very rich in history, but down here is a lot better in so many ways.
Gotcha.
The community, the people, it's just the whole lifestyle, the weather, everything about Key West is.
So Mr. Collazo is a photographer, and he's been doing it for a while, so we're going to talk about these things. But right now, like I said, turn these notifications on, hit the subscribe button, and we're going to get it popping. Because like I said, we almost kind of out of the movie. We're still full-fledged in the movie. So first thing I'm going to tell you who's going to be on the program. Tuesday, that good old boy coming straight out of Ramrod, Georgie Blanco, talking about fishing, talking about what it's all about down here in Key West, because fishing is big out here. In Key West. Today, Ed Swift was supposed to be on the program, but Ed Swift, he out there breaking bread with Bill Gates and that man doing big things. So he got tied up, so he's going to be on the program on Wednesday. Thursday, Commissioner Billy Warlow, that man, a full-fledged legend in Key West. We're going to talk about getting Key West opened up and what's happening. And Friday, the #1 doctor in America, Dr. Burrows, Advanced Urgent Care, he's going to be on the program. So right now, first thing, before we get into the meats and potatoes, I need y'all not to panic. So bottom line, this is what it is, right? This is by governor order. So this ain't the mayor, city of Key West, the mayor in the county. This came from the governor DeSantis. If you got a problem with this, take it up with the governor. The roadblock is basically terminated as June 1st, which means that we're going to have tourism back in full swing. We're still not in phase 2, so bars are not opening yet. We're still in phase 1 approaching phase 2. So the bottom line is that we don't have a vaccine for the COVID, and we don't really have treatment that's 100% right now. So what's going to happen, more people, if you have more tests, it's going to be positive results. So we just have to live with COVID-19 till we find a vaccine. They haven't figured out the cure for the flu yet. We still living. They had a pandemic, 1918, and people lived through that. A lot more people died. They had HIV, still out there, still can catch it. We still living, so we got to put our shoes on and attack this head first. There's just no other way around. Thank y'all for tuning in to the podcast. We do it Monday to Friday, 6:45. And like I said, make sure you pull up on YouTube on the Louie C. Rock. So how long have you been a photographer, sir?
Well, I've been doing photography for about 11 years now, and little by little progressing on it, learning more and more things, getting on the technical side of the whole thing. It's pretty awesome.
Nice.
I mean, every day you learn new things, new compositions, new angles, new concepts.
Well, you've been showing me some of the equipment that you got and how much it takes to really learn what's going on with a camera. Because some people, like that's how I started with DJs. I would ask DJs back in the day, what does this function do? And I got tired of that. I don't know. So I had to learn, equipment and sound from the ground up. Because if you have equipment and you're professional and you don't know everything that product does, you're not going to make it to a big level, because you got to know that from top to bottom.
Yeah, you just won't be able to use your instruments to its full potential if you don't know everything.
And when you're trying to do it big, the only way you do it big is by basically putting in time. Ain't no more free lunches. And I didn't get anything taught to me from anybody. I learned the promotion game straight from the hip hop culture on the street, like Beat Street. So if you're in any craft, if you're a janitor, be the best janitor that you can in the world. If you're a photographer, I would think that you could agree or disagree on this, that if you're taking pictures, your goal should be to maybe have one of your pictures go on Time Magazine. Would you agree or disagree?
I completely 110% agree with that. You gotta strive to be the best at what you're doing. If you don't have that mentality, you're not gonna how should I put it? You're not gonna go above and beyond to your fullest potential.
You're not gonna progress to the sky.
You're not gonna be noticed or set apart from other people, depending on if you don't put in the time and work.
You're not gonna be Michael Jordan.
Yep.
It's hard to be
Exactly.
Michael Jordan. There ain't a whole bunch of Michael Jordan. Just one. Saved the Last Dance last night. Incredible program. It's very hard. That man. Some people didn't like that. Sometimes he might punch you in the chest at practice. Probably not the best thing to do, but the man had to do what he had to do. So we're taking all questions on photography. If we don't know the answer, we'll get back to you. But we're going to try to everything that you ask us. My man right here will tell you. We got a question right now. Kathleen Goldstein, you know that person?
Yes, I do. It's
okay.
Good friend.
What's your favorite thing in the keys to photograph? Oh, that's a good question to start off with.
My favorite thing, that's actually a pretty good question, because I was talking about this with you. If you remember, my favorite thing to photograph is anything in Key West, but I want to portray Key West, or I want to show a side of Key West that people don't usually see. A lot of people take photography, they do photography in the Keys, and they show the Keys during the day. Not too many people show the Keys at night. They don't show the nightlife. They don't see, there's not that many pictures that show the nightlife aspect of the Keys, and it's one thing.
I think that's a great angle.
It's one of the things I'm trying to do.
That is outstanding. That is outstanding. So talking about photography, a lot of y'all want to be models. Y'all want to be big time. Y'all want to be on MTV. Y'all want to be all over the world. But you got to start somewhere. First you crawl, then you jog, then you run, you sprint, then you go to the Olympics, and then you try for the gold medal. So right now, my man Anthony said that this will be the time right now. So we got some model shoots on a yacht and a private beach, and we got to tell you where the locations are. We would have to kill you, so unfortunately we can't tell you that on camera. That's just for security purpose, not personal. Or that we just got to do what we got to do. So if you're interested in the model shoot and you got what it takes, and you're a bad chick, then go ahead and DM me. And we're going to get you out there, and you're going to be on the yacht. And I believe we said that there's going to be no charge for the ladies. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct.
So opportunity, come knocking. Let's see who. You got a lot of fans. A girl named Sarah Perkins?
That's another one of my good friends out here.
Miss Perkins, how you doing? Okay, well, you're doing it big on the podcast right now. Big. Let's see who else we got. Do you have favorite picture that you have taken? Ooh, way coming in strong.
Okay, yeah, definitely. One of my favorite pictures, it's actually one of the last pictures I took. It was a picture of Sloppy Joe's. Now, Sloppy Joe's and the area that it's in, you know, this place is never empty. Even on a slow week, on a slow day, it's never empty. This place is never empty.
Right.
One of my favorite so far was a picture of Sloppy Joe's at night with everything closed down, the street looking empty. It just shows a different aspect of Key West and how this pandemic is, affecting the community.
So let me tell you, this is how we do it. We get right to the point and the meat to the potatoes, right? So Miss Sarah, I'll tell you how we gonna do it. So Miss Sarah and anybody have not seen this picture, can you put this picture up? Where do they find this picture? What is your social media? So like that, visual aids obviously is the best thing. So how do they find you on social media, like in case somebody wants to book you, for something or look at this picture? How do they find you?
Well, I have three main social medias in which I post my pictures on. And the Sloppy Joe one, which is my favorite photo, you can see that one on my Instagram. It's my account is Bacardi 2106 on Instagram.
What's that again?
Bacardi 2106.
Nice.
Bacardi as in the rum.
Okay. Man.
2106.
Do you drink rum?
Every once in a while.
Okay. Cock Republic. Okay. I'm just asking.
Another one of my social media is obviously Facebook. You can look me up, Anthony Bacardi Collazo on Facebook.
Nice.
And another one, my third one would be Guru Shots. You go to gurushots.com and look up Anthony Collazo. You'll find my profile. Guru Shots is GURU Shots.
Okay, that is outstanding. So let me see. You know a person named Danny Goldstein?
Another one of my good friends out here.
Well, you big right now. Well, you trending right now. You're trending. So let me ask you this. We got people here that come in every day, so much love. Pamela, what's up, girl? Listen, Pamela, I'm going to talk to you straight like it's me and you right on the camera right now. It's like, me and you, like we have a conversation one-on-one, even though there's a whole bunch of people watching. Listen, I know you and this is for real, I'm going to keep it 100. I know you're scared about this opening. Keep doing what you're doing. Wear your mask, wash your hands, but I promise you, you'll be fine. We wasn't put on this earth to be running scared. Damn this goddamn COVID-19 or whatever we got to do. We got to do. Just be safe out there and God will bless you. I'm sorry we lost some people. We lost 3 people in the Keys. We lost many more worldwide, but what can we do? We have to live. If you're not living, what is it good for to be on earth, where we have to live and have fun? This thing has been completely miserable. If I had a way to do it, I would start the year over. Like, I don't know if somebody can invent that. Can we just start over and basically be all good? But if you invent that, that's $1 trillion right off the bat. It started at $1 trillion, maybe more. But it's going to be hard to invent that, Anthony. It's going to be very hard. Yeah. So let me see what else. A lot of people take pictures, right? Mm-hmm. So because now the phones on cell phones are spectacular, so you can really take some great pictures. What tips would you give people to try to take some good pictures that are amateurs?
All right, one thing that I would do or that I would suggest is, and this goes for everybody, you don't have to have money to get somebody to show you how to work the camera, the manual settings on a camera. Go on your phone. You can go on your phone and use the on iPhone, I believe it's portrait mode. Okay. On Samsung.
Is that an app or something that comes with the phone?
No, it's with the phone. It comes with the phone. And on Samsung phones, you use your Pro camera. Now on that, it shows you. It goes more on the technical side.
Really?
It shows you the ISO, the aperture, the shutter speed, and stuff like that. My suggestion would be this. Go on YouTube. I mean, if you don't, let's say you don't have the money to pay somebody to show you how to do things the way it should be done. Go on YouTube. You can learn, find tutorial videos that shows you how to use your pro camera on the phone. You also learn as much as you can.
You also told me that lighting is critical.
Lighting is critical.
Let's repeat that again. Lighting is critical.
Critical. One of the things that's critical is definitely lighting. And if you don't get the lighting right, if you don't know about lighting, your pictures just won't stand out. They'll just look like regular flat pictures. Right. Now, if you want something with a deep depth of field, where the background looks blurry and the subject that you have on the camera looks nice and sharp, you gotta put in the work. You gotta take your time, put in the work, learn a little as you go, and then the main thing I can say is go out there and do it. Don't just think about it. Practice. Go out and shoot. Even if it's just shooting somebody crossing the street, or even if it's somebody on a bus stop waiting for a bus, just try to get a picture that you might be able to make it look artistic.
Yeah. So what we do around here with our crew is that we have a camera ready at all times. So right now we might go out, we might capture a Time magazine photo that happened in Key West. We got video at all times. Something might pop off. You never know, so we got to have that camera ready. So once again, The Last Dance, Michael Jordan. You could talk big or you could do big, okay? So if you're going to do something, do it at 1,000,000% level, and surround yourself. These are team members. Big Anthony doing a big photography. Tangela Edwards is none to play with. She come out here, put in work. We not in outer space. We focus. It's good to party when it's tough dealing with business. We have to be focused or whatever. I appreciate weed, alcohol. I really do. I appreciate that. But when you're working, if we know that by smoking weed, your brain cells get cluttered, and then basically you can't be at 100% or whatever. We can't tell grown people what to do, but when we're running the business, we kind of can tell you that we can't have it. So what I'm saying is, if you're gonna do it big, don't think local level. I'm big in Key West and Marathon. That ain't nothing. Go worldwide. Mr. 305 Pitbull started in Little Havana all the way worldwide. You know why he made it big? Because that man used to go to the show. A lot of y'all don't know this. He would pull up, first one to get there, last one to leave, talk to everybody. Almost forgot to get paid at the show, if he was getting paid when he started, and talked to everybody. It was good PR with everybody. Now he's Mr. Worldwide. But you can't be worldwide on the first day. You got to pay dues. If you want to be in the rap game and you think you're going to rap for 2 days and be like Jay-Z, you might as well quit right now, because I'm telling you, it's not going to happen. These are the truth of what's happening. And when you're a boss, your job is to tell people, what it is. And sometimes you must hurt feelings, unfortunately. If you don't want to have that title to hurt feelings, don't be a boss. And that's basically it. Anybody else here? Anthony, you want to shout out anybody before we get out of there, or touch on anything before we get out?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to my friends that tuned in today. Kat, Danny, Sarah, see you guys out here. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the questions.
All love.
All love.
All love.
Check out the channel. Check out the channel, Louie C. Rock the Mayor on YouTube.
Thank you.
Subscribe, and you'll be able to see what's going on in the Keys.
I'm so happy that we're getting open slowly. I was asked a question on my personal page about what's my opinion on June 1st, and I'll answer that right now officially. So my opinion on the opening June 1st is, I thought we was going to open June 15th, and everybody here in the camp been hearing me say June 15th. So the governor, he works on this full time, 7 days a week, 365, since this started, right? So that man has the information. I have faith in the governor. The man said it's time to open June 1st. I'm fine with it. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be, Outcast, the rapper. I'm gonna be fresher and cleaner. Y'all think I was swag before, but I'll be fresh to death now, because you usually do 2 showers. I don't know, might have to go to 4 showers. I'm not sure yet which way we're gonna have to do it or whatever. When I pull up and I see something that's dirty, I'm not trying to blow the spot up, but I'm not a fan of any girl being in the bed like that California came with me with dirty feet. Now I don't know yet. You might have to go onto an underlight through your whole body. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but the thing gonna have to be clean. Can't be clean enough. Let's make it 100. Yeah. So thank y'all, Tangela Edwards. Thank you for the production. All love. So thank you, FloridaKeysInjury.com. All love. Any accidents that occur, please call those people. And Dr. Burroughs, Advanced Urgent Care, lovely situation. Louie C., the mayor, backed up by Anthony Collazo. Big on pictures. You better have somebody. Holla! I think that